What is going on, guys? Jack here and welcome to episode 72 or 73. I've lost count. It's very bad of me, but I will catch up in the next episode and I will probably by then know what episode number this is. But this is another episode of the Bristol Rovers Career Mode series, and thank you guys for the support on the last episode. It was absolutely amazing. If we can do the same on this video, that would just be fantastic. And you can see we're going into a game, first of all, against Everton. It is on Legendary. You guys did question last episode whether or not I am going to be moving down to World Class. And it really does depend on these next couple of games, really. If I do okay on Legendary, then I'll keep it on Legendary. If I don't, then I'll go down. It's really that simple, really. But of course, I'm not looking to finish at the top of the table. It's as simple as that. I'm looking to avoid relegation. At the moment, Everton are in the relegation zone, which is quite a surprise, actually, considering they've got probably one of the best sides in this division, arguably. And it's a real surprise to see them there. But to be fair, really, their defence doesn't look that brilliant. I mean, I don't know who Martin is. And John Stones is preferably a right back, although he can play at centre back as well, I guess. But he's not too brilliant there, and he's probably not at his full potential yet. So they're probably lacking in that area. And that was something that I was looking to exploit in this game. And something that I really did. Look at this run here from Mitchell Duke, having a shot and hitting the crossbar. But luckily, we crossed it in with Hull. And on the rebound, we managed to score. Well, it's not a rebound, actually. We cross it back in and we score a header and make it 1-0 in this game. So that was great to score that goal and make it 1-0 with Mitchell Duke. Getting, I think, his first or second goal in the BPL. And he has just got immense finishing. You can see there, he was very unlucky to hit the crossbar the first time. But on the follow-up, he did steal it from Ryan Brunt there, actually, on the replay. And yeah, he did steal it there. Ryan Brunt would have got it anyway, probably. But that is a really good finish. Very powerful header. And in the end, he puts it into the back of the net and puts us up against Everton. Really, really good stuff there. And something that you guys did want me to do was get not a financial takeover, sorry, a Scout Future Star, another one, because of course we got Ricardo Dano. I will be featuring him in the next couple of episodes, actually, so stay tuned for that. It's quite funny, actually. You may want to watch that. His appearance, let's just say, is quite funny, and to have a player of 6'6" on the pitch at a centre-back position, it's ridiculous. But the thing is, with these Scout Future Stars, because he's a centre-back, for some reason, EA have decided that his finishing is going to be better than his sliding tackle. Of course, he's a tall player, and he's not going to have the best sliding tackle, but come on, EA. Really, is his finishing going to be better at a centre-back? But anyway, we move on into this game, and we concede a goal there, and it's Jelavic. He's not even at the club anymore. He's playing for Hull City in real life. And he did leave in January, and he does score a goal there and put Everton level in this match. Pretty lucky, if I'm going to be honest with you. It comes off the inner side of the post and into the back of the net. So you could definitely argue that was a pretty lucky goal for him to score. But, you know, they did have a few chances in the game. And this is Legendary, remember. So it's going to be very hard for me to win this match anyway against the side of the calibre that Everton do have. They have really good players still. They have Joel in goal. I think he's an ex-Atletico Madrid keeper. He's a pretty solid keeper, in fact, and he's got decent potential on him. A pretty good reserve or second keeper, backup keeper, really, for cup matches, and someone that I do recommend to you, any of you guys that are starting a new career mode and want a cheap keeper. He's only about 1 million at the start of the career mode, which is pretty decent as well for a backup keeper of his calibre. He's a very good keeper, of course, because he's just so tall. He was stopping everything in this match, and it was very hard to get past him. And right here, that header was cleared off the line by the defender. That probably should have been 2-1 there, but unfortunately we couldn't do so. And the last chance of the game actually came in the 90th minute. It was with us. Michael Smith there playing a fantastic through ball to Ryan Brunt. Ryan Brunt cutting inside. I don't know why I passed it off, but in the end I mess it up completely. I have no idea what I was doing, and in the end we do draw the game, which is a bit frustrating, but you know, I could have won it in the last seconds. But a 1-1 draw against Everton, that is not too shabby indeed, because they have a really solid team, and I'm surprised that they're in the relegation zone. I was expecting them to possibly be, you know, challenging for Champions League maybe, or even Europa League at the least, because they're just a really solid side, and I'm very surprised to see them there. You'll see the league table in a minute, and it's not showing up, of course, because it's the first few games, and it doesn't usually show up in the first few games. But Mitchell Duke's goal luckily got us the point in this match, and that means that we are are sitting in 15th place, which isn't too shabby indeed after a few games that we have played. Quite a few tough fixtures, and the next match isn't going to be any easier. We are going to be playing against Tottenham Hotspur, and it's going to be very difficult indeed. But let me know in the comments down below, guys, if you do want me to buy a Scout Future Star, because I will be inclined to do that. So, a lot of you actually did say that you wanted me to do that. I think there was a comment with about 3 or 4 thumbs up saying if you could do that, and I will certainly do that. And also some people that were saying that I should just sign that youth player in my youth academy, because it's just going to take too long for his potential to be boosted up. I don't even know if I'm going to be doing this career mode for another season. We will wait and see. But you guys are giving such great support on this series, and it's so close to being my longest series ever on YouTube. And my longest series, of course, is the QPR career mode series. I think this might actually be the longest already. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, I will be doing that in the next few episodes. I will be buying the Scout Future Star because you guys do want me to. Hopefully we will get a better one than Ricardo Dano. Of course, he's still okay, I guess you could say. He's not too bad, and hopefully he will have some good games in the future. He'll be playing in cup games mainly because he's 18 years old and he's actually grown quite a lot whilst he's been out on loan. I think he's grown by about 8 overalls or something ridiculous like that in 2 years, which is pretty decent if you ask me. Of course, we bought him at the beginning of the first season, I think we did. And he's turned out to be okay so far, and hopefully he'll be better. But into this match, this is what you get for putting Gomez in goal. I'm sorry to any Spurs fans, but I'm pretty sure no Spurs fan does like Aurelio Gomez. I mean, he's only there. He's wasting wages. I'm surprised he hasn't left the club, but for some reason he just likes to sit in the reserves and, you know, do nothing. And that really did cost them, because he made a pivotal mistake there, and we make it 1-0 with Ryan Brunt getting the goal, getting himself on the score sheet. And that was really karma, to be honest, because they sold Hugo Lloris, one of the best keepers in the January transfer window, to Juventus. That's right, Juventus. And they're kind of paying the price, really, because Gomez in goal isn't that solid whatsoever. I do not recommend him. Robert Layton's a lot better. As you can see there, pulling off the save. He's a very good goalkeeper, and I do recommend him to any of you guys. He's so good in the net, and he has been so far throughout this series. Can't wait to use him in the future, and I think he'll be a really good player for us indeed. And yeah, we get a corner here though in the 54th minute. A really good chance to increase our goal tally actually to 2-0, but unfortunately the header just goes over the crossbar. Could have been a really good chance to get us 2-0 up in this game, but it wasn't to be. And into the 64th minute here, we get another chance here. Ryan Brunt with a lovely through ball. Don't know how he managed to find Mitchell Duke there. Gomez comes out of his goal, but unfortunately we can't quite score that. That would have been a really good goal with his weak foot, I think that was. No, it was with his right foot. I think it's just because the defender was shrugging him off the ball, and that was why the shot was a little bit weak, if you could say so. And right here from the corner, we do actually intercept the ball and we go on the counter-attack. Right here is Duke playing through Gerard Hughes, and they do a lovely little 1-2 here. Gerard Hughes is such a quality playmaker, and unfortunately Mitchell Duke's shot is well saved by Aurelio Gomez. So it's still 1-0 in the 79th minute. A great chance to increase our goal tally, but of course into the 85th minute another chance would fall to Spurs. They were really dominating in this game, and it's Eriksen the playmaker finding Harry Kane, and he puts the ball just wide. Should have finished that really, because he's a pretty decent player in real life and he's really improved, and he's really doing well in Soldado's place at the moment. And it's a shame that he didn't score that goal there. That would have been really good for him to score that, but unfortunately he didn't quite get there. And into the 90th minute, you can see what's happening, can't you? It's just an AIDS fest. And of course they get an equaliser in the 90th minute. Sometimes I wonder if this game is scripted. I don't believe in scripting. I don't believe in AIDS. But come on. Like, seriously, just look at the replay on this goal. It's ridiculous. Robert Layton dives, and then for some reason I was trying to clear it, but then the defender just walks the ball right into the striker's path, and he's just able to tuck it into the back of the net. It's ridiculous. I don't know what to say about it. But anyway, hopefully you have enjoyed this episode of Career Mode, guys, and sorry for the lack of uploads. It's been a bit difficult recently, let's just say, and it's been very hard for me to upload, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode of Career Mode. If we can smash 30 likes on this episode, that would be greatly appreciated. But hopefully you have enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks for watching.